What is up, Hammerheads? Welcome back to the Forge. Today, we're going to do a 2023 recap and a what's happening in 2024. Stay tuned. Okay, guys, so let's talk about 2023, and then we'll get into what's going to be happening in 2024. First and foremost, guys, I want to say thank y'all so much for your support. I am truly blessed to be able to have a group of people that follow this channel that are so uplifting. And I have learned a ton from your comments and the other channels that I follow. Generally, if you follow me, as long as your channel is appropriate, I will follow you back a lot of times because I want to see people grow in this community and grow their YouTube channels and, you know, be able to become their own boss. But I thank you guys for all the support, all the encouraging comments, and all the comments and tips that you've given me because I learned from those. So I truly appreciate it, guys. Speaking of learning, though, I've learned a ton this year, or this past year. I learned different camera angles on setting up the camera different ways so you can see the project better, to slow down with my projects, to really try to show more detail in how we do things. So I'm really looking forward to in 2024 doing a lot more of detailed teaching. I learned how to edit my videos better. I learned so much last year, and I'm truly appreciative to you guys for bringing me to the point where I'm at now, and I'm looking forward to growing more. So I had some really cool highlights from last year. From taking my family on vacation back in October for a week and us just hanging out at the beach, to, you know, getting to set up at Hamilton County Fair and being asked to set up at Audubon Acres Pioneer Days, and being asked back, not just to Pioneer Days, but they told me that if I wanted to come back and set up at, when they opened the cabin up to show people the inside of their 1800s cabin, 1700s cabin, I don't know exactly the date, but they said, if you'd like to and able to, can you come and set up and do some blacksmithing just to help, you know, the primitive setup of it? And I was like, sure. So I'm really excited about that. My forge is not a primitive looking forge. My coal forge is not, but it does give a concept of what they had to use back then. So I'm really looking forward to going back and doing those things. I am going to have to buy some primitive clothing, I guess Pioneer style clothing. So if you guys know where I could find something like that, please let me know and drop it in the comments, because I don't really know where to look, and I'm not wearing a kilt. My wife actually specifically told me I can't wear a kilt. I don't have the legs for it, apparently. It's like that old song, got legs, I don't know how to use them. But guys, 2023 was a great year for me, and was really, really fun. Blade Show was amazing, and we're gonna, got so many more projects and so many things planned for this year. Okay, guys, so let's talk about what we're gonna be doing in 2024. Well, first and foremost, I'm gonna drop the hugest bomb that ever drop on this channel. The Dan videos will continue. I got busy last year and some projects slowed me down, so I was not able to continue doing the Dan videos. I don't know if I'm just going to post them as YouTube short videos, or if I'm going to do, like 5 or 6 minute long videos and just make them goofy Dan videos. They're still going to be set up in the dynamic of the Laurel and Hardy, where you have maybe a narrator talking and Dan doing something crazy. I'm working on changing up the way Dan looks, because I want to make him look a little more goofier than what I already look. And before the comments start exploding, oh, you just have to show up or anything like that, I already know I don't have to do a lot to look goofy. It's fine. I just want it to look a more goofy-ish look. Also, I am going to be doing some more YouTube short videos that I am calling budget finds. When I go to a store, these will randomly pop up as soon as I see the item. But if I go into a store and I see something that is a good product, at a good price on clearance or just whatever. Doesn't matter the store. I will tell you where I'm at, and I will tell you the price based on where I live in Tennessee. I know that other areas, some things might be a little more expensive, but I will tell you what it is and where I find it and how much it is. A lot of the big box stores, their prices are sometimes really close to the same. But that is something that I thought of actually yesterday while I was out and about, and I was at Michael's, and I seen a bag, and I'm like, well, that's a really good deal on that bag, and it'd be a good little, tool bag for, traveling to different setups, just throwing a few tools in it, a project you're working on, whatever, if you're going to a blacksmith group or whatever. That, it was well made, and it was $5.99. I'm like, that's a good price on that. Plus, Michael's has really good coupons, so you can actually get it cheaper. So those are things that, I'm going to be going around looking. If I find hammers at a good price, chisels, punches, all that stuff at a really good price, that are decent tools, not necessarily the highest quality, but good, decent tools on a budget, that's going to be something that I am going to be really pushing and showing over the course of the next year. But it will just be on YouTube Shorts. Sorry guys, I gotta check something. Okay. Had to make sure I hit the record button. I wasn't here talking to myself for no reason. The next thing, and I tell this every year, there will be more equipped from the Anvil videos, but I only post those as the Lord puts it on my heart. And I enjoy teaching the Word of God as a pastor. And I want to see the community of heaven grow a lot more. So there will be more equipped from the Anvil videos, but those just happen as God puts them on my heart. I'm going to be doing I got ahead of myself. I have notes on my chalkboard. I would show you, but I don't know if y'all can read hieroglyphics. One of the projects that I want to do, and it's something I've been really trying to push to work on for the last couple of years, is do a remodel in my shop. I want to close in the front of my shop because this is a carport, and I want to close in this back wall and actually fill it full of wood and make it have more of a cabin feel. I just think it'd look cool. But I've talked about it for like 2 years now, and I'm really pushing to try to work towards that over the next couple of weeks. Also, another project or another video that I've been working towards for the last couple of years, and other projects just get in the way, is Meet the Maker. I've talked about it for a couple of years, and I did one with Mike, but I really am going to start trying to contact people, and it's going to be more in the springtime once I start hitting people up. But I want to contact people and have them show us their project, show us how they got into it, and us meet the makers of different projects, or different, but also in different fields. Not just blacksmithing, but woodworking, glass blowing, if they do stained glass, whatever it is, leather work, all of that. I want to meet with some people, get together with them, and them show us, have a small project they're working on, and talk about what all they enjoyed, why they got into that, and why they enjoy doing it. So those are two things that I'm really hoping, I've talked about for the last 2 years, that I really get to sit down and work on and get those projects going. The next thing is I'm going to set up the dynamic of how I do the blacksmithing basic projects, or not necessarily the basic projects, the learning projects where I teach how to make something. I'm setting up the dynamic of that a little bit different. I'm going to do more of a syllabus for the year. So we'll have, say we're making a cording candle. I'm going to use that for an example. We're going to make everything we need, the tongs. Now, I say we're going to make everything we need. There might be some things we can't make. Like, I don't have the means to make it. A hammer drift. I don't have the means to really forge a hammer right here, right at the moment. So I will show you where you can buy those things. But anything that we can forge, the tongs, if making the tool that you use to make the cording candle, all that we're going to make throughout the month. And then as the at the end of the month, we're going to make the cording candle or make whatever that project is. So I'm going to show how to make quite a few more tools, and then we make that project that those tools will be used on, or at least as many of the tools as we can. If I'm not able to show you how to make the tool or how to modify something, repurpose tools, like how we did with the scrolling tongs, then I will show you, give you links to where you can go purchase it at the best price. So that is one thing that I really am focusing on, is getting the dynamic of the how I do the learning videos and what I'm teaching on. I'm actually probably going to have the entire year planned out before the end of this month of everything that's going to be taught in the videos, and really have a syllabus set up. I'm learning that I have to get everything very organized so I can do the videos a lot more efficient. But I'm really looking forward to being able to do those that way. Sorry guys, you see me keep rubbing my hands, but it's like 30 degrees in my forge right now. But I can't talk over that unless everything's really close, over my forge unless everything's really close. But I really want to get into more in-depth teaching and showing how to make a lot more of the projects like I started and like we had been doing last year. But we're going to be, each month will probably be, depending on how the month is set up and what we're making, will be this month we're making this project, and this is the stuff you need to do this. This is the, so if you need to purchase something, I'll have those links in the first video when I talk about what we're going to be making. And then we'll work on, okay, these are the tongs you need. This is the punch or chisel you need. This is how and this is what we'll be forging week to week. So at the end of the month, you have the tools and you have everything you need to forge the project. So I'm really looking forward to getting that dynamic set up. I'm hoping to have it in February or March, and then that will probably be the dynamic of the learning videos from here on out. Unless it evolves a little bit, but that's pretty much how I'm really thinking it's going to start going. Still have some tweaks to work on it. I am going to be doing another a couple more videos with Michael Brown from Michael Brown Custom Knives. Check out his Facebook page. He makes some beautiful knives. Actually, I say knives. He makes anything that cuts. He's got into axes right now, and we will be doing a video with him on how to do a belt axe. And I'm also going to talk with him about doing a video on forging a knife, because he does early 1800s, 1700s style hunting knives. Mountain man knives, bone handle, beautiful, beautiful knives. But he does his own pewter pours and shapes it. It's a really cool process. He forged his own ladle, or made his own ladle. Yeah, he might have, I don't know if he forged it or he just modified one. Either way, his own ladle to be able to pour the pewter more efficiently. So going to be a really neat project that I'm going to get with him on also. We are going to be doing more traveling this year to different blacksmith meetings and blacksmith groups. I'm going to take my camera with me. I did YouTube shorts last time because there was a few different demonstrators, but I'm actually going to sit down and film the demonstrator while they're making their project and while they're talking. I don't know if I'll be able to get a ton close-up videos of them and of the actually really doing some things very detailed, but I'm going to try to film those where they're doing start to finish, at least on a couple of their projects, and filming while we're up there. It'll be a little bit longer video, but I think it'd be a lot of fun of filming the AACB blacksmith meetings and things like that, the ones that at least I get to go to. I'm also going to be filming the videos, or filming our meetings at the Choo Choo Forge. I can't say I'm going to film them all because my son comes with me to some of them, so trying to keep up with him and trying to film at the same time is kind of hard to do. So, but I'm going to try to film those as much as possible also. And another thing is I have a lot of events that I'm working on setting up at. My big event is Blade Show. It's in June. It is the 7th, 8th, and 9th. Yeah, because we go down on the 6th. So 7th, 8th, and 9th. Down in Atlanta at the, I don't know, type in Blade Show. I can't remember the trade center we're at, but it's close to the ball field down there. But I will be down there for Friday and Saturday. I will not be there on Sundays. As the pastor of my church, I kind of have to be back. They kind of need me there. to be able to do service on Sunday morning. So I come back Saturday after it's over. But we'll be down at Blade Show. Have a blast at Blade. That's one of my favorite events to set up at. Supposed to be doing possibly the Hamilton County Fair again. That was a lot of fun. And I also, again, I said it in the beginning, but I will be set up at Audubon Acres at Pioneer Days and possibly throughout the spring when they open up their cabin. At least a few times throughout the summer and stuff. I have other events and things as they come up. I'll shout it out there, guys. But again, thank you for all your support in this, guys. I appreciate everything that happened last year and the growth of the channel, and I look forward for the channel to grow more. Man, words are hard this morning. But guys, thank you so much. And again, you do not understand how much I appreciate your support and your uplifting comments and everything. So I look forward to see what 2024 has for us. But guys, that is the video. Thanks for listening to me ramble. I will see you on the next one. God bless. Keep hammering.